What's up, YouTube? It's Joel with your stimulus check and news update as of December 3rd. We got big news for you today. The House and Senate leaders have announced that they have a deal to fund the government through February 18th, and the House has actually passed that bill. But now we have many Republicans who are saying they will let the government shutdown happen if they're going to keep the vaccine mandate in place. But Biden says he doesn't believe a government shutdown will happen. Now, we do have Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, who is saying that inflation is not temporary and that the new COVID variant, Omicron, could continue to hurt the global economy. And this leads us to possibly new stimulus for low-income families and single adults. The progressives are urging Schumer to prevent any further cuts to the almost $2 trillion stimulus package, especially the parts having to do with fighting climate change. And lastly, we got Democrats still fighting over the tax break, the SALT tax break, essentially for the rich, and the paid family leave. And if you like this video, could you do me a huge favor and smash that like button for me in the YouTube algorithm? I really appreciate it so much, and it helps the channel grow very much. And please, if anyone asks you for personal info or to contact them on WhatsApp or by text, it's fake, it's not me, please don't do it. So right now, it is crazy that yet again, we are dealing with a potential government shutdown. If this happens, it is not good for a lot of people. But House and Senate leaders did announce that they had reached a deal to fund the government into next year through February 18th, 2022, which in all essence, all we're doing is basically kicking the can down the road. It's not a solution, it's a band-aid. And this is not good for the American people, especially those that are relying on their government for their checks for their living. Well, in order to pass this bill in the Senate that would fund the government, they need 10 Republican votes. But now Republicans are saying that they will not give their votes if the Democrats are going to continue pushing a vaccine mandate throughout the U.S. We have Senator Ron Johnson, who said, "We're opposed to the mandate. We don't want the federal government to be able to fund them in any way, shape, or form." We even had Senator Ted Cruz, who said, "I think we should use the leverage we have to fight against what are illegal, unconstitutional, and abusive mandates from a president and an administration that knows they are violating the law." So now, even though Mitch McConnell, who's the Senate Minority Leader, and Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader, have come to an agreement on the bill to avert the government shutdown, you now have Joe Manchin, who's a Senate Democrat who hasn't ruled out backing the GOP in essentially getting the vaccine mandate defunded. Joe Manchin said, "I've been very supportive of a mandate for federal government, for military, for all the people who work on a government payroll. I've been less enthused about it in the private sector. So we're working through all that." So with that, we are trying to get past this, but are we really? Because if it's only going to get us through February 18th of next year, what's really going to happen? It's crazy that you got so many people in Congress that still can't figure out how to maintain the U.S. budget, pay our bills, and help people out that really need it. I mean, a lot of these people even have Harvard degrees, but they still can't get stuff done to take care of our people and our seniors and not go over the limit. But let me know if you support what the Republicans are doing or Democrats are doing in terms of averting the government shutdown and moving forward in the comments section. So now let's get into this huge spending bill, the Build Back Better plan. We have a lot of potential that there might be another stimulus check coming. Right now, it's in the Senate and it's going back and forth between the Democrats and progressives. They're pushing hard on Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Senate, to keep him from removing parts of the bill to make it cheaper. But with this new variant coming along, this is posing a lot more issues. More than 100 progressive groups sent a letter to Chuck Schumer urging him to prevent further cuts to Democrats' $2 trillion climate and social spending bill amid intra-party negotiations. Basically, the arguing between the Democrats. The letter said, "In order to ensure that the budget's current investments offer tangible improvements to the lives of working and poor people and place the U.S. on a path towards clean energy. Nothing else must be cut from the bill. So on the other hand, the really deciding vote of this bill is not all the Democrats, but one, Joe Manchin. And without his vote, they can't pass this bill. But he has said that he would like to hold off on this bill till next year. But Chuck Schumer says he wants to pass it by Christmas. The other Democrats want to pass this as soon as possible. He is not a fan of the paid leave parts within the reconciliation bill, but does support it. He actually said he wants to pass that paid leave in a separate bill. Well, I do want to say that the fighting going on between the Democrats internally is a lot, because on one hand, you have the SALT tax that they're arguing over that basically gives a tax break to the rich. But on the other hand, it didn't come from the Republicans, it came from their own party, the Democrats in the House. So what do? The Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget has projected that 90% of the benefit that would go to the households in the top fifth of the income spectrum if the threshold was set at $500,000. They're talking about this SALT cap limit increase. On top of that, there is a lot of climate fighting changes in the bill as well. They're trying to go green, produce cleaner energy, but this is hitting a roadblock in the Senate because it's not really clearly stated out. But this may be removed from the bill along with paid family leave. So if they can make that happen, then essentially we got ourselves a winner for the Democrats. The big concern now is that the spending is getting out of hand, and we're about to raise the national debt limit again. On top of that, the new variant of the COVID-19 virus, Omicron, is here in the United States. So Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, says that this new variant could hurt the global economy and may push us to bring more stimulus to low-income families and adults. This is where we could see more stimulus checks going to our seniors, those on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, as well as low-income families. Now, the whole point of what we are trying to do in Congress and what they should be doing is get us through this pandemic and get us back to a thriving economy like we had before. We have made amazing headway, but we can't let things push us back like these new variants, and that's where a lot of these congressmen and women are trying to ensure this for the American people. Well, at least some of them are. But to top it all off, everyone is now saying that this inflation is not temporary, and we need to seriously address it because things are getting expensive. Now, some are trying to shift the focus toward people, get them taken care of, because inflation is really hurting their wallets. Janet Yellen said she believed it was time to retire the term transitory to characterize inflation as temporary, and suggested that the Omicron variant of the coronavirus could prolong the problem of rising prices. So we want those to subside. We want rising prices to stop. So with this is where we can see that more stimulus can come into play for those that are low income. If you want to sign the petition for more stimulus checks, you can find that link down in the description of this video and let me know what you think. But also let me know your thoughts on the huge spending bill. Should we make it smaller or add more, or add some more stimulus checks for low income families? Let's all talk about this in the comment section. But hey, remember, we are True Life Investing. This channel is about investing in your life, about news, personal growth, finance, and health. And if you want to use my links down in the description to start growing your finances, you can start building and investing your money. Get you 2 free stocks with Webull Robinhood worth up to hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's free. They're easy to use platforms. I truly recommend them. I use them myself, but this is a way for you to start building some wealth. Please let me know what free stocks you get whenever you sign up. But if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. But please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all stimulus and economic news that affects you. Learn how to build some wealth and hear the real news. This is Joel with True Life Investing. Until next time,